Welcome back, Pokemon fans. My name is Angel of the Night 091, and I've got for you today a Pokemon Sword and Shield Wi-Fi battle versus HeffNastyy from Snowpoint Temple. Now, we have not battled in quite some time, and I'm really excited to bring you guys these matches. We're going to lead off here with 3 battles against him in the next few videos. I'm going to start off here with my Berserker. He's going to go with his Hydreigon. Now, we decided no Dynamax, no Gigantamax for these battles, and we basically chose random teams that we had. So I'm going to lead with the Fake Out here. We're going to stop that Hydreigon from going for any kind of a Fire-type move onto my Steel-type. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, I might be able to try to get a close combat off here. Close combat might be the best move to go against with this Hydreigon, and I'm actually quite surprised that we lived that Flamethrower. That Flamethrower should have been enough to wipe out my Berserker. However, I do have some special defensive effort values in this Berserker set, and it looks like it's going to pay off here, because we're going to be able to drop this Hydreigon. Now, with one Pokemon down on Heff's side, I'm a little curious to find out what his next Pokemon will be. When I seen the team preview, he had quite an interesting team. So at this time, I'm not sure what Berserker is going to be able to do to the incoming Pokemon, but you know what? I have faith in Berserker because he has got some serious beard game. And you know what? He's a bearded brother. Look at that Viking. In comes Cinderace here. Cinderace, of course, has the Libero ability, which means that any kind of an attack that he does, he is going to take on that typing of that move. So he's going to go for the high jump kick here. He's going to turn to the fighting type, and it looks like he missed my Berserker, kept going, and crashed. Now, unfortunately for Bugs, I get a close combat off here. We're going to drop in our defense and special defense yet again for the second time, and we are going to be able to take out that Cinderace. Now, Cinderace down, that is 2 out of his team, and things are looking pretty good here for Berserker. Not gonna lie. Now, in comes Dreddagon. Now, if you guys have watched my 5th generation Wi-Fi battles, I'm a huge fan of the rough skin Rocky helmet set. Except I used to use glare on my Dreddagon. I don't think that is Heff's style of play here. We're going to go in for the attack on the Dreddagon. Not going to be able to do very much. However, because he does have the Rocky helmet and the rough skin, that is going to be enough to take out my Berserker, including, you know, basically just going to take him out. I completely lost my train of thought. I apologize, guys. We're going to go in with our Mimikyu here next. Now, Mimikyu coming out onto the field. I am a fairy type. I have the disguise. I'm not too concerned about Dreddagon at this point. So I am going to go in for the play rough. We're going to take out this Dreddagon, basically because we've got some stab attack with some fairy moves. In comes the rough skin and the Rocky helmet. And you know what? At this point, I don't care. We are now 3 Pokemon down on Heff's side, and I'm getting pumped up. Now we've got the Mimikyu onto the field. He's going to go in with his Alola champion, his Raphael, that Torkoal. Now he's going to be able to set up the drought, and of course the sunlight is going to intensify here. Now later on, that is going to be a bit of an issue there for us. I'm not going to go into any kind of spoilers just yet, but it will be a problem. We do have Mimikyu here at this time. I'm thinking to myself, what is my best play? I could go for the play rough. I could go for the wood hammer, shadow snake. But you know what? I'm going to go for the swords dance. With that swords dance, we are going to boost our attack power, and we still actually have our disguise. Now, his Will-O-Wisp actually misses, which means that it is not going to be able to drop our attack stat. So we are going to go for the play rough here. Pretty sure play rough is what I go for. Yep, we're going for the play rough, and that is going to be my strongest attack onto Raphael. However, we end up missing. Now he's got the yawn. In comes the drowsiness onto my Mimikyu, and that is going to stop me right into my tracks, because right now I really can't afford to let Mimikyu go to sleep. So I'm going to swap out to my Milotic just because I don't think there's much that this Torkoal is going to be able to do for me. However, at the time of switching, I completely forgot about the drought. So right now, Scald is not going to be very effective on to his Torkoal. just because the drought is going to lessen the power of my water type moves. So he gets some damage off, not very much, just basically some chip damage. We get some leftovers back here, and as you guys know, my Milotics usually either run Confuse Ray or Attract, or even sometimes both. So we're getting we're getting the Confuse Ray off onto this Torkoal here. Raphael's now confused. He's like, what is this thing in front of me? I don't know what it is, but you know what? I'm going to yawn anyways, and that is going to make my Milotic drowsy. Now, that is not good for me, okay? I'm going to be honest. This is where the battle turns. So I decide, you know what? I'm going to go for the Scald anyways. I'm going to try to play out the yawn. I'm going to play out the drought. And in comes Volcarona. Now, Volcarona, it is a deadly Pokemon, guys. Volcarona can be a nightmare, hence the name. Now, most Volcarona here are going to go for the Quiver Dance. And you can see why things took a turn for the worse, because I'm now asleep. I can't do anything here. The only play that I really have right now is to swap into another Pokemon. Now at this time, I'm thinking to myself, what are my best choices? And I'm struggling, guys. I'm really struggling because right now I don't have much that I can do. So I'm thinking, okay, if he's going to attack, I can get the Disguise destroyed in this case, and it'll save me an attack. Nope, he's going for the Quiver Dance. He's going to boost his special attack, special defense, he's going to boost his speed, and the only thing I can think of is Shadow Sneak. So, Shadow Sneak, priority move, of course. I was really hoping that it would do more damage than it did. But in comes the Fiery Dance, and of course that is going to take our Disguise. Unfortunately for Mimikyu, it is going to be vulnerable to the next attack. Now with Volcarona's current status down below half, I'm thinking, okay, you know what? I'm probably going to be better off going for another Shadow Sneak here, because I know I can't outspeed this Volcarona with this Mimikyu. And hoping for a little bit of a crit action here, or, you know, something to be able to do more damage. Unfortunately, I don't get it. It's going to live in the red, get the Giga Drain off. And this is bad for me, guys. Giga Drain is going to just regain all the health and all the chip damage that I do to this thing. So right now, I have 2 Pokemon down. Heff has 3 Pokemon down. I've got my Milotic asleep. He still has Torkoal for the drought. He's got 2 Fire-type Pokemon here. I am thinking the only option for me is to go in with Alakazam. Now, the reason I went for Alakazam is basically because of the speed that Alakazam has. It's timid, max speed, max special attack. I thought maybe I might be able to outspeed this Volcarona. Unfortunately, we were not able to outspeed it. He has one serious nightmare Pokemon, I tell you. So, Psychic, of course, not being able to do very much. We did live a attack from that Volcarona. I know right now, there is nothing my Alakazam can do to this thing. And anything that I do, this Volcarona is going to continue to regain its health. Okay, he's still below half hit points here. Alakazam is now down and out. I have Haxorus, Zapdos, and a sleeping Milotic left. So I'm thinking the option for me right now is likely going to be Zapdos. We've got the Hurricane. Drought is now gone. I have a better chance of getting this Hurricane off. However, it would probably be better still under the rain. If there was rain onto the field here. If I had Rain Dance, that probably would help more. But you know what? I can't outspeed this Volcarona. The best thing I can do is hope to live. I live by 35 hit points, guys. And, of course, here comes the Hurricane. We miss. That's right. We miss. And we have no chance with this Zapdos to take out this Volcarona. Which now leaves me down to 2 Pokemon to take on 3 of Heff's Pokemon. Okay, as Volcarona still continues to go through and do its attack damage, he's boosting his special attack every time. So I have very little chance to live one-hit attack from this thing. We go in with Haxorus. Now you guys know I love Haxorus. Haxorus is a fantastic dragon. I've used it since Generation 5, almost in every match. And you know what? I do not regret it. Haxorus is a beast. Unfortunately, this Volcarona is still going to do some serious work. At this time, I know there is no chance for me unless somehow Milotic lives an attack and is able to get a Scald. But we all know this thing has Giga Drain. So that is pretty much going to be game. So good game, Heff. Thank you very much for the battle. I do appreciate it. And we are going to be back with a second battle out of 3 here right after this one. Stay tuned.